Here are 5 things that men should stop doing to women.
Number one, lying. How can you call yourself a man if you feel the need to lie to a woman? When you are truly embodying the full spectrum of your masculinity, you understand the importance of speaking your mind. So, for example, let's just say if you are in a monogamous relationship, and let's just say that you have the desire to be with multiple women. So, let's say with that desire, you desire polygyny. It is your duty to let everybody involved know that this is what's on your heart. Therefore, you can give everybody involved the opportunity to determine whether or not they would like to partake in that particular lifestyle. Furthermore, if you're a man and you're involved in a marriage, and let's just say, for example, if that marriage starts to feel different, and things can change within a union, and you have the desire to sleep with someone outside of that marriage, it is only fair to let that woman know how you truly feel. Because if you loved her enough to marry her, you must love her enough to let her go. And I know some of you brothers are feeling like, well, Slim, I'm a man. I can speak my mind. I'm not afraid of my wife. I'm looking at this more from a strategic standpoint, because I know if I tell her the truth, she may possibly become vindictive or spiteful. The thing is, one thing I bear witness to is that when you have pure intentions and you're honest and you're moving from a high vibrational standpoint and you're not tapping into the spirit of lying, everything that's for you is going to work out for you. So there's nothing to fear, because when you're warrior, when you're man, that masculinity, it overshadows that fear.
And being honest, which is a part of leadership, because how can you lead if you can't even be honest to those that you lead? So honesty is important.
Number two, deceitfulness. There's a lot of undercover brothers running wild in our communities. And the thing about those brothers and what makes them dangerous in our community is that when you are engaged in such a toxic lifestyle, meaning when you look at a woman and her nature, a woman is designed to receive. She's different than the man. Her wiring is different. This is why a woman can take the seed of a man and nurture that seed, and that seed will be what it's destined to be. So something from the outside is going to the inside, and from the inside is returning back to the outside. And you brothers who are engaged in a double life are going into our communities, engaging in these acts, and then you're bringing that spirit, that energy, everything that comes with that lifestyle back to that woman who is receptive to that, and you're tainting her vessel. The thing about the truth is, only the truth can set you free. And so when you start to walk in your truth, you understand the power in that. Because I can't judge you. Nobody can judge you. I don't have to accept or agree with that lifestyle. But the thing is, anybody that you come in contact with that may be affected by that lifestyle, it's only righteous that you tell them what it is you're attracted to. Number three, tainting chastity belts. If you ever have the honor of meeting a woman that's never been with a man, and you unlock that woman and she starts to feel things she's never felt before, it's going to create certain sensations and certain things inside of her that's going to make her connect with you in a very special way. She is going to literally want to be around you more. She's going to want to pour into you. And there's a responsibility that comes with that. And if you know as a man that you don't have the emotional energy, the time, the patience to deal with that process, that divine process. Don't taint that sister. Let her be. Allow her to save herself for someone that's going to invest that time that comes with that unlocking process. Because what happens is that you can't handle your flesh. You think it's a game. You make love to this sister. You unlock this sister. You throw her back into the community. Now she starts to, develop resentment and hatred. And she starts to have all of these things fester, and it becomes baggage, and the baggage becomes heavy. And then another brother in our community comes around, and he starts to see this woman as a potential wife. And as he starts to unpack that baggage, it may become too heavy for him. She can't handle what came with that baggage. That union is destroyed, or possible union. He may not have the time. He throws it back into the community. The cycle repeats itself. Then she starts to unify with other sisters who've been thrown back into the community. Now you have a pack of sisters who have teamed up to try to hurt brothers. Now these brothers have been hurt by those sisters, and now those brothers are trying to hurt other sisters, and now you have a community full of people that are just trying to hurt each other. And so this is what's happening. We have a gender war taking place in our communities. Number 4, lack of transparency. You brothers have to understand that a woman will respect you when you tell her up front what it is that you seek. It saves your time. It saves her time. It prevents toxicity from festering. Once you realize that transparency is something that women respect, even if they don't agree, you don't see eye to eye, she's going to respect you as a man because you were transparent. She innately understands that you respect her enough to be transparent with her, so she can make the executive decision on whether or not she would like to proceed or move to something more beneficial for her situation. And so it's nothing wrong with telling a woman up front, like, hey, I'm just looking for friendship at this point. I'm not looking for anything serious. Hey, I've been through several toxic relationships. I don't have the energy spiritually, mentally, energetically. I need to recover. I want to take my time. A woman can respect that. Even so much that if you were to court that woman and things change and you may not have the same feelings that you once did when you first met her, even being transparent about the change in how you feel can help that woman, can be beneficial. Because if you care about her and you look at her as someone that is a sister in our community, what happens is you may say, baby, I was feeling you, but you did this, and it kind of just, it something about what you did destroyed that fire. But because I love you and I care about you and I want to prepare you for another man in our community to make you his wife, let me give you a friendly suggestion that you could take with you on your journey. Because guess what? That woman may become a mother one day. She may have daughters, and your son or sons may connect with that lineage. But because you didn't do your job and you didn't plant that seed for the next man, you are creating it's like you're not doing your part because you're not understanding your part. And the part of a man in our community is to lead, is to plant those seeds, it's not always about sex and what you can get. It's about what you can give sometimes. Sometimes you can give a jewel, and that jewel can save a whole bloodline. This thing is deep, y'all. This is bigger than you and I. It's about a community. In order to have a community, you must have beings, bodies, vessels, people. So there's a great responsibility in being transparent. And it goes beyond just sex. Number 5, time waster. Time is of the essence. And once you understand that, you understand that as a man, and most men know that when you're dealing with a woman, you know in your heart, you brothers know in your heart whether or not you see that woman as someone that you would like to spend your life with for the rest of your life. And if you know that she's not that one, stop wasting her time. You may be in a situation where the sexual chemistry is really good and you may enjoy the companionship, but there may be some other things that you may not necessarily agree with, or you may not resonate with. And you know that that's the determining factor on whether or not you will spend a lifetime with her. Don't just play around with her because you know, it's convenient. Once you realize that she's not everything that you're looking for, allow her to get herself together. You can get yourself together, and you both can prepare yourself for who you're truly destined to be with. So, my beautiful people, that concludes the 5 things men should stop doing to women. I love you all with my highest love. I pray that you receive these words, and if you don't, I want to see your complaints, your rebuttals in the comments. We can debate and make this a teachable moment for the people. If you felt that I missed anything, as always, leave a comment. I don't like echo chambers. And so if you resonate with the words, with the message, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, share. As always, this is Omar Slim White, OMAR SLIM, white like the color, on all social media platforms. And until next time,